what nutrients were you using? Because I get a lot of people from Canada and the US asking me about nutrients, and what I use, they probably can't find. So what did you find worked for you when you were using leca?
So for me, I was using General Hydroponics, and for a North American brand, it's probably the number one ranked for nutrients. So that's the most popular around here. The issue with General Hydroponics is that it's a three-part system. So you have to mix all three of them together in a specific way, in a specific order, and you have to make sure that you're not combining nutrients without, rinsing off your tools, or else you can get nutrient lockout. Just making nutrients was a whole process. I tried to find a single nutrient, but a lot of them, plant stores around here don't really carry, or they were incredibly expensive to buy online. That's one of the issues as well. And I probably could have just used one of the General Hydroponics, but for me personally, I like to make sure that I'm maximizing everything that I do. So for me, not using two parts of the three-part system, I feel like I'm not giving my plants the most benefit.
Of course, no, definitely, because why would they make it three parts if you only needed one? So clearly there's other things that one is not providing that your plant needs.
Yeah, and another good thing about the General Hydroponics is that depending on the state of your plant, it would have specific instructions about how much of each type of nutrient to add. So if you had a flowering plant, then it would be asking you to use more tablespoons or teaspoons of a specific part in that series.
That sounds very complex.
Yeah, it is. I think it's really geared towards more professional growers, particularly with like vegetables. I think for the casual person, like the casual indoor house plant person who's just looking to have some plants in leca, it would make the most sense to just get a one-part nutrient that's fairly balanced that can take care of most of your plants.
Definitely. And I think that's something that you guys have been missing out on, because mixing of nutrients, for me, I use a one-part nutrient, and it's just so easy. And because Melbourne's got like really good water, used to check my pH when I started, but I don't even check my pH anymore. I know that it's fine because I've checked it. I mean, there's no point in checking it every time when you know that every time it's going to come out right, and I never have to use pH up or pH down. So all I do is mix my nutrient, 5 mils of nutrient to 1 liter of water. I've got my big jugs. I mix like 5-10 mils at a time. I have to do a few of 10 liters at a time. I do a lot because I have a lot of plants. And that's it. That's really it. And all I'm doing is just filling up my reservoir.
Yeah. I'm sure if I looked a little harder, I could have found a decent one-part nutrient, or probably just compromised, but most of what I could find in Canada was part of a multi-part series. If not 3, then at least 2.
Well, growth technology is now in the US, so I would, encourage you to, I know you still got some leca in your house, so grab yourself a bottle and just try it just one time. I'd love to see what you think. Well, you could actually also use, it's very good for your plants and soil as well, so you could use that as well. And no, this is not sponsored, I'm just saying.
No, I'll think about it. I do use
You're good.
It's tough. Yeah.
Right.
I need a break.